joining me. I hope everybody's well today. I thought it was time to do a little channel update where I hesitate to say, but heading for halfway through the year, aren't we? Oh my goodness, that's a frightening thought, isn't it? And those of you who were around last December will remember that I stopped during Vlogmas and took a break from YouTube and had some issues around. I won't bore you with the details. Those who were here will remember. But I decided to make some change. As a result of all that, I decided to make some changes to the way I approach YouTube. And the main thing that I did when I came back in January was not to have any sort of a schedule. And since then, you have been getting videos as and when I have one ready. I haven't stuck to any sort of a schedule. Schedule. I want to say schedule. I feel like my mum says schedule. I think you can say either, can't you? Either. Yeah, I haven't stuck to any sort of timetable, let's say, and that has worked really well for me. I hope it's been okay for you guys as well. When I talked about it initially, you all said that however I wanted to do it was fine with you. Vast majority of you said that anyway. And yeah, that has worked really well for me. I have found the joy once again in making videos, not feeling that I have to stick to a timetable, and just also making the videos that I want to make as well, which I feel like perhaps I wasn't doing previously without even noticing it myself. But YouTube has been great this year. I've enjoyed it very much so far, and I hope that that will continue. However, I do want to make some changes for the upcoming summer months. She says, Riley, we're looking out the window in mid-May at the pouring rain and low grey dismal cloud. The hopefully upcoming summer months. They will be the month of summer. Whether we will get the weather that is summery, I do not know. We shall have to wait and see. But I wanted to make some changes in that I thought I might go back to doing the weekly vlog format. I know that's a popular format with you, the viewers. I know you tell me that you very much enjoy those videos. They get some of the highest viewing figures. And I thought I would go back to those. And so I am going to commit to doing weekly vlogs. The plan is, in my head, I'm going to work a couple of weeks behind as well. The plan is in my head that they will go up on a Sunday morning. So they'll be there on a Sunday, like they used to be. I used to do them every Sunday. But I'm not going to hold myself to that for the reason that I don't want to slot myself into that timetable again. So if there's not one on a Sunday one week, don't worry, it will be there. Might just be a little bit late. So the plan is for them to be there on a Sunday, hopefully working 2 weeks behind. It will make it easier for them to be up on a Sunday. There will be some other content as well during the summer, but I'm not sure what and I'm not sure how much. I would like to pull back a little bit on content for the summer, just to enjoy my time really. And enjoy. We've got some things coming up in the summer, got quite a lot going on, and vlogging it will, you know, doing the weekly vlogs is a nice informal way of capturing bits of my life to look back on, and not so many of the sit-down videos. I like the sit-down videos as well. Some of them I enjoy more than making the vlogs, but just for the summer, the plan is for weekly vlogs and a bit of other stuff, but I'm not sure what else. So I just wanted to let you know about that. And the plan is that that will start, I'm not sure when this video will go up because I'm filming a little bit in advance at the moment, but the weekly vlogs should be back by the end of May. So that's that. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that comments have been turned off in some of my videos recently. You probably will have noticed this. There are a couple of reasons for this really. The first one is that negative comments, again, I don't want to get myself into the headspace that I was in back in December around negative comments. I feel like the pandemic has rendered some people, I always feel also that I need to preface this by saying the vast majority of comments I get are absolutely lovely, supportive, friendly, helpful, informative, positive, you know, all of those great things, the vast majority of you. However, there are still some that are rude, negative, personally hurtful, and all of that sort of thing. And whilst my social media, sorry, going back to what I was saying before, the pandemic, I feel, has, in some cases, people don't seem to understand anymore. The lack of human contact has made people perhaps unaware of how is an appropriate way to speak to somebody, to address people, and that is not good. The internet was already a place that could be pretty vile, and I think it has got worse over the last 2 years. The pandemic has exacerbated that situation. The way I see it, here's an analogy, let's see if that will help. Whilst my YouTube profile is public, that does not entitle people to access to me to be rude, negative, or personally hurtful. For example, when you go to work, say you're a hairdresser, for example, and you go into work and you're cutting someone's hair and they say to you, "God, your outfit looks dreadful. You have got no idea how to put an outfit together, have you?" You wouldn't expect to have to put up with that, would you? You wouldn't expect to have to put up with that at work. If you were, perhaps you're a receptionist, let's say, in a big office block, and somebody comes in who's got a meeting with somebody in one of the offices, and they sign in at the desk and they look up at you and they go, "God, your hair looks awful." You wouldn't expect to have to put up with that, would you? So when I go to work on YouTube, I shouldn't have to put up with that either. That is the same thing, you know. And after I don't get upset by negative comments particularly. I've talked about one in December that I got upset about, but I don't get upset by negative comments and rudeness, but I do get bloody angry about it. And I don't want to feel angry. I don't want to feel angry about somebody being rude to me. So if I switch the comments off, then nobody has access to be rude to me. Now, and that enables me to feel positive and happy and not focus. However many good comments you get, it's the negative ones that stick in your mind, you know, and do go, take up headspace. Just take up headspace, and I don't want to give them that headspace. And I find it difficult not to, because I find them so rude. Very easy to sit behind your keyboard, isn't it, anonymously, and type out whatever you think. Would you really go up to a stranger in the street and say what you've just said in a YouTube comment when your face was, you know, in person? Would you do that? I don't think you actually would. And as an extension of that, I am pretty sure that gossip sites would not exist if they had to put, the users of those had to put their real photograph and their real name on it, because it's a dirty little secret, isn't it, while you're anonymous and able to do that. If you really believed all the vitriol you're spouting, put your real photo and your real name on it. They wouldn't exist, would they, if people had to do that? Now, in some videos, for example, I made a video recently about HRT and menopause. I really feel like the comment section on that was so useful and so helpful, and the discussion was great, and people's own experiences really, it was interesting to read it for the viewers as well, I think, to read each other's experiences. And I learned some things from the comments, and it was a really useful, helpful thing. And it wasn't related to me personally, it was a discussion about the subject at hand, and I think comment sections in that case can be really helpful and really useful, and I will never turn off the comments in that type of video going forward as well, because I think the comment section is helpful and useful and informative. Things like when I talk about TV programmes and makeup and films and things I like, favourites type videos, I think for discussion about, you give me recommendations back, and I've had some brilliant recommendations over the years from all sorts of things from you, from the viewers, and you know, I would hate that not to exist anymore. But videos where people feel compelled to comment about me personally or my appearance or that sort of thing, I will probably be turning the comments off going forward, because I don't think that adds to any sort of part. I don't think that is a necessary part of that video. It's not that I don't want feedback, it's that, and it's not even that I don't want negative feedback. There is a world of difference between polite, constructive criticism and rude, hurtful negativity, and unfortunately the lines between those two appear to have become blurred, and that's what I don't want. So I'm not sitting here apologising for the fact that I'm going to turn the comments off, because it's the best thing for me, and I'm sure that the vast majority of you would rather I still made the videos and protected myself a little bit with the comments turned off in such situations, and I'm sure you will understand where I'm coming from with that. I hope I've explained that clearly, and for those of you who do feel, I talked about this before I did it on my Patreon channel, to ask for viewers' feedback on how they would feel if I did turn the comments off on videos, and I got some really interesting feedback and food for thought, and the vast majority of them said do what's best for you. Some people did say they would miss the ability to comment, but as I say, on videos where I feel a discussion will be useful and helpful to everybody involved, me and the viewers and the people reading the comments and all of that, I will keep them switched on. I thought there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. Didn't make notes, you see. Future editing Caroline just popping in, because in a not very astounding turn of events, I've remembered what else I wanted to say in this video. The first point I wanted to make, which I don't think I articulated in my ranting, it's very difficult to discuss that subject without it becoming a rant, you know, and to be frank, my channel, if I want to rant, I'll rant. And a lot of you enjoy listening to me ranting, so, you know, anyway. I felt like I didn't articulate the point that I wanted to get across, is that I do not labour under the misapprehension that everybody will like me. I will not be everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. I get that. What I do expect, though, if you don't like me, is that you don't need to tell me that. I expect people just to behave, you know, startling idea, I know, but behave like an adult. If you find something you don't like, switch it off, ignore it, and go and find something you do like. That's fine. Not everyone's gonna like me. But for those of you watching who don't like me, and I guess there's quite a few, you know, ask yourself seriously what you're getting, what you are getting as a person from watching me if you don't like me, or anybody else on YouTube who you watch and don't like, you know. What is it you get from it that adds, that, because you're investing your time, you know, what is it that you get back from investing your time in this? What does it make you feel like? I'm guessing it doesn't engender any positive feelings in you, which is kind of weird that you would invest your time for something that doesn't make you feel positive. I read something recently on the internet, I've just got it up on my screen here, that encapsulates exactly what I'm trying to say, which is, don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about why you're worrying about what I'm doing. Why are you invested in it? Just ask yourself that, because it's not a positive thing. The second thing I wanted to say was, in view of my planned lighter YouTube schedule for the summer, going back to the weekly vlogs and less filming, I'm planning to do a little bit more on some of my other social media. That's sort of a plan, something I'd like to do this summer. I do have a Facebook page, a much neglected Facebook page actually, where I used to post stuff quite regularly. Just photos and more day-to-day stuff and things, and interesting things that I, you know, if I've bought something I think is good, I'll sometimes pop that on there. So I'll link that in the description. I think it's always linked in the description box anyway. I'm not sure on that actually. But I will make sure it's there if you want to follow me on there. My Instagram link is also in the description box. I do a bit more on Instagram as well through the summer. And I also have a book club group which has been on hiatus. Used to do a monthly book club. I've got a really annoying sticking out bit of hair there. Been out in the rain since I filmed the beginning of this twice, 3 times actually. So that's probably why I don't look quite as polished as I did first thing when I filmed the rest. Arguably, perhaps I didn't look polished at all. Where was it? Yeah, my book club group. I had a book club group. The book club group still exists on Facebook, but has just sort of been sitting there on hiatus for since we stopped doing the monthly book club. I have posted it a couple of times in the last 6 months, but I'm planning to do more regular posts in there. So if you are interested in a little bit of book chat, I thought I might do mini reviews of everything I read. I usually read about 1 book a week, so I might start doing that in there and try and get some chat going on, bookish chat. So I'll link that below as well, and those of you who are all in it from before, I don't know if it will come up in your Facebook notifications, but I'll pop a link below anyway, so if anybody's interested in a bit of bookish chat, that's there as well. Right, that really is it. So we'll go back to the original footage now. No, I think that just about covered it. I can't think of anything else I was going to say. I'll probably remember it in a couple of hours. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.